anything grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life, and bringing the things in my mind. Talking real peace of mind, that's something money can't buy.
What's up, YouTube and Twitch fam? It's your boy KingMarcell, and I'm back with another stream. So today's stream, we gonna be getting into the whole Drake house getting shot up situation. Then we're gonna be doing some YouTube reactions, and then we're gonna get straight into playing some games. But I want to start off the stream with the Kendrick and Drake situation, because I don't like how the media is like treating Kendrick with this new development with Drake house being shot up. Because anybody who understands what's going on understands that this has nothing to do with Kendrick. It is about some beef, but it ain't Kendrick and Drake. It's more so what's going on with the Weeknd and Drake. So and I'm glad that I'm not the only person who's been peeping that the media has been being very weird about what's been going on. If you guys haven't seen my new video that I just put out, make sure you head over to YouTube and go and check that out as well, where we was breaking down what was actually happening with the with Drake's security guard and what happened as it developed. And the head officer was seeming very weird. He sounded like he didn't want to answer any questions. He sounded like he was lying. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. He sounded like he was lying like a motherfucker, and it just seemed very weird. So, and I'm glad I'm not the only person who thinks so, because the video we're about to check out, it says Canadian media lying on Kendrick Lamar, Drake's house being shut up. So we're gonna get straight into this reaction. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe up and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I do drop a new video here. So let's get straight into this, man. Like, what's going on?
Get in.
Right, he was threatening them and shit. Like, man, I don't think people keep that.
We're following breaking news. A security guard has been shot in Encino, and we now know the home has ties to the artist The Weeknd. Scott Reif live in Air 7 HD with details. Scott.
Okay, so this is what happened, I believe, a couple days ago, or was it earlier yesterday? I don't know. I still got to look into that information. But I know that this was The Weeknd's manager's house, and it had got shot up. And I think that what just happened at Drake house was retaliation for this happening. So, yeah.
We're following breaking news. A security guard has been shot in Encino, and we now know the home has ties to the artist The Weeknd. Scott Reif live in Air 7 HD with details. Scott.
Yep, Rachel, this is the home in question. Now, you see the emblem there on the basketball court. That's a record label of The Weeknd. And then you see the guard shack. You see a chair that's toppled over. And then you see what appear to be evidence markers. Those could be shell casings. We don't know for sure. We can't tell with our camera. But we can tell they're investigating in the back of the home. LAPD officers are here. About 2:45 this morning, there was a shooting. The security guard was shot. Transported. Condition is unknown. So it's unclear right now if the security guard was shot during some sort of attempted robbery or burglary into the home, or if that security guard had been targeted here. We'll open up a little bit out of this shot and show you. It's reportedly a $12 million home that is believed to be owned by a music industry executive with ties to The Weeknd. So right now, LAPD officers are investigating. Again, we have no information yet on the security guard except for he was shot.
Now to some breaking news out of Encino, where a security guard has been wounded outside of a music executive's home.
Gigi Gracia is live there with all the details. Gigi.
And the man, we're told, is fighting for his life. He's in his early 30s, in critical condition, and at last check was in surgery. You are looking live at this private road here in Encino. LAPD and their investigators still here. Take a look at this video just shot for you. You can see police officers around a guard shack, and that is where it is believed that security guard was shot multiple times around 2:30
so they just
this
ran
morning.
Up on the fucking guard station and just... See, that's how y'all know this some personal shit. They wasn't trying to go in the house. They wasn't trying to do none of that shit. They just shot the fucking guard. The same thing with Drake shit and the shit that's going on with Drake. It's bullet holes by the door. If it was a drive-by shooting, there's no way in hell. Like for them to have done this right here, they had to get out their car and run up on this stand. I feel like motherfuckers was out there at Drake house too, and that shit is on camera and it's being lied about because who's doing it? Who is on film? Because if it gets tied back to any one of these artists, it's going to be a big fucking problem. These niggas are money makers. So if it come out that they putting hits out on each other, they're gonna get their ass dropped.
Receiving many calls from people who said they heard 3 to 4 gunshots, and it's possible the victim was alert and conscious and managed to call 911 himself, telling police that he had just been shot here at the home. The suspects, 3 men, all reportedly armed with guns, wearing hoodies, took off running right after the shooting. Now, the multi-million-dollar home belongs to Amir Ismailian, better known as Cash XO, who together with recording artist The Weeknd founded XO Records and has made quite a name for himself in the music industry. At least 4 people were inside the home at the time of the shooting, and it is believed that the security guard was working for Ismailian, who earlier we were told was at home at the time of the shooting. We're working to confirm that. Again, a man left fighting for his life after being shot here. Police working on the theory that this was possibly an attempted burglary or home invasion, but they ran into the security guard first, shot him, and then the suspects took off running. Reporting live on Gigi Garcia. Back to you.
All right, Gigi, thank you.
Update. Recently, Drake had his Fortress of Solitude shot up by icicles. Now, as it stands right now, of course, they are blaming Kendrick Lamar. This is the dark spin zone.
Which is weird as fuck. This shit happened in Toronto. And don't get me wrong, I get it. They are beefing. They've been beefing for the last couple of weeks. This nigga is in fucking Compton in the United States. And I know money is a hell of a thing. I know you can pay a motherfucker to, but it's Kendrick already killing this nigga in the booth. What the fuck he need to kill him for? I would want somebody to live in that embarrassment. Fuck like.
The reason why this is taking place, because if you can't be celebrated as a champion, you can be celebrated as a public victim. Guys, it's not funny anymore. This beef is getting serious.
And just to throw that out there, I feel no remorse for Drake. Now, if the security guard has no idea about the things that Drake is into, then I would say I feel bad for the security guard. But if the security guard knows the shit that Drake is into and they all been playing this fucking game, then fuck all them. I'm not gonna lie, that's how I feel about it. Y'all can play that game of, oh, we don't know and we can speculate. That's some bullshit. This shit is deeper than what we are being led to believe. And if y'all want to keep it on the surface level, I feel that to a certain extent. But it's like, man, niggas can't keeping their head down when it come to this shit, man. Motherfuckers gotta call shit for how it is and how they see it.
They're shooting up my home. Now, this here is once again going to be the attempt of vilification or villainizing the like of Kendrick Lamar. We have seen it at different points in time in this battle, even with some of the antics of the likes of Drake, who has been on record bragging about alluding to killing XXXTentacion, who has been on record of bragging about sliding on ops and having situations, and even what went on recently with The Weeknd and his management team and their offices being shot up. So ironically, they're going to put it on Kendrick Lamar and make it seem like he's escalated the matter. But again, we will get into this on May 8th at 6 p.m. We're going to break this for them, but I will say, once again, Kendrick Lamar, a great chess move, because he does not, as a West Coast rapper, rep anything publicly that we've seen the likes of The Game or even Snoop Dogg, so it'll be hard to attribute that, especially when we've seen recently what has been going on with the more overt, hotter energy between The Weeknd and Drake.
Exactly. They got real life beef with money beef and whatever is going on.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news that we want to get to. This is some aerial footage of the house from Drake. This is the rapper Drake right there. This is his house in Toronto. There was a shooting that happened earlier outside Drake's Toronto home, and one person was injured in this. According to TMZ, sources confirm the injured person is a member of Drake's security team. Now, police have yet to say if they believe the shooting is related to the Kendrick Lamar feud. Drake and Kendrick Lamar have been feuding for quite some time, releasing.
This is very reckless journalism. Because when any other situation, they do not do this on the fucking news. It's like the news acting like they fucking TMZ now. Like they acting like they a fucking blog instead of finding out the truth and putting out the truth. That bitch wasn't supposed to say no shit like that. What the fuck is going on, man? Y'all, man, I don't know. Because it's like a lot of y'all acting like this shit just so surface level. Like this shit ain't like some normal shit y'all be seeing. When niggas die in the hood, dude, is this how it happens? Is this how it's operated in? It's not, nigga. It's not. This shit is weird.
Diss tracks against one another.
They're talking about the diss
but
tracks
again,
and
police
shit.
have revealed the victim suffered a gunshot wound to the upper chest, and it does appear to have been a drive-by attack. Also, there has been impact across the Atlantic. In London, someone reportedly vandalizing Drake's store, spray painting, quote, "They not like us" on the store's front window. That graffiti inspired by Kendrick Lamar's latest diss track drop, quote, "Not like us." And just a short time ago, we were hearing from Canadian authorities as they shared the very latest in this shooting, and I do want to play that for you right now.
And I'm one of the media relations officers for the Toronto Police Service. Speaking today is Inspector Paul Kravchuk of our Integrated Gun and Gang Task Force, which investigates all shootings and firearm discharges within the city of Toronto. Inspector?
Hey, y'all just heard his title and what the fuck he's supposed to do. She gave his ass a whole introduction. Why the fuck this nigga get up here and say he don't know what the fuck going on, basically? He don't know. He don't know shit. He don't know nothing. But then proceeded to say, we seen the whole thing on camera. Man, this shit getting real.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Inspector Paul Kravchuk of the Integrated Gun and Gang Task Force, and I'm pleased to be here today. I know there's a lot of interest in this incident, and I hope you can also appreciate that information is very limited at this time, so I only have so much. What I do know, I will advise you of, and I will take a few questions at the end. This morning at about 2 a.m., police were called to a shooting at the residence behind me here. When officers arrived, they located a male who was suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. That male was taken to hospital in serious condition. That person was working, apparently, as a security guard at the residence. He was standing outside of the gates in front of the residence when the shooting occurred. We have individuals who obviously performed the shooting who were seen in a vehicle. I do not have a description of the vehicle or the suspect at this time. Again, it's very early on in the investigation.
Because again, I get it. Because they said it happened overnight, but again, why y'all acting like y'all just was getting there at 6 o'clock in the morning when the sun was out? Because if that sun was out, there should be no reason why. Yeah, so when exactly did this happen? Did it happen at 2 a.m. or did it happen early in the morning? Because again, if it did, why were y'all acting like y'all was just pulling up at 6 in the morning? Did y'all give them time to have evidence? It's like, what the fuck is going on, man? These are the questions I want to know.
I cannot speak to a motive at this time because it's so early, but as we get information, we will share it with you.
Then why the fuck is that bitch saying
Anyone
Kendrick
with
name?
information is asked to call 416-808-2510 or Crime Stoppers. You can expect to see an increased presence in this neighborhood for the next little while, but it's no different than any other shooting or firearm discharge. We'll have officers here looking for witnesses to come forward, as well as we canvassing for video. I'll now take a few questions.
Was Drake home and is he cooperating with this investigation?
I cannot confirm if Drake was home at the time the incident occurred.
But you can't confirm that. Strike one. That's strike one. Doesn't make sense. How you can't confirm if he was home or not. And you there. Y'all are there right now. Y'all supposed to be investigating. That should have been the first fucking question. Is the homeowner home? Come on, get the fuck
up. I
can
tell you that we are in contact with his team and they are cooperating.
To what extent is the rat beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar part of the investigation?
Exactly.
So I'm aware of what you're talking about.
Right. Why do Kendrick, you see what I'm saying about the media? The media, these fucking reporters are saying this shit. Why? Why are y'all saying Kendrick's name here in Canada? Come on, get the fuck up out of here.
But it is so early in the investigation that we don't have a motive at this time. And so I cannot comment further on that.
While the motive may not be confirmed, if that is something that you're looking at, knowing that this beef crosses borders into the U.S., is there anything being done in the investigation to maybe prevent potential suspects from leaving Canada?
So this is no different than any other investigation, okay? Like, it's maybe more high profile because there's more people here, but we treat it like any other incident. So we'll be using all our resources. Our teams will be doing as much as they can to investigate this, but it'll be no different than any other investigation at this time.
The man who was shot still in serious condition. Have you been able to talk to him? Has he not been able to give you a suspect description? And how is there no video yet of the car that fled?
So I can tell you that all I'm going to say about the victim is that he's still in the hospital in serious condition. And I'm not going to just. No, I'm not going to at this time.
This is obviously a very well-to-do neighborhood. There's likely a lot of video around. Have you guys begun your canvassing? Do you expect to get a good amount of video involved with this?
I would be surprised if we didn't. I can say that we've already collected some video evidence which captures the incident.
You said suspects plural. Can you say we're talking 2, 3, or more?
No idea at this time.
And would you characterize this as drive-by shooting or more specifically stop and open fire?
I'm not going to get into specifics about the investigation at this time.
Why is he being so vague? If you feel like it was multiple people, he could have just said, we believe it was multiple shooters. He's being so vague about everything because they don't know who they got to have yet, what they got to do. Like, that's what it seemed. I'm like, man.
A vehicle was involved and then fled the scene. That will be part of our investigation, but again, we're very early on.
How did the 911 call come in? Who made it?
I don't have that information.
Was this security guard alone? Were there other security guards here too?
I don't have that information.
How he doesn't have any information?
Security guard was targeted when trying to get
man.
Don't know at this time.
You said you have video capturing the incident?
Yes.
The actual shooting?
Yes.
And you can't give us a description of the...
Like, right.
Nope, not at this time.
You don't want to release it?
No, because we're dealing with video quality issues, correct? So we, as we have information and we're able to analyze video better, then we'll be able to provide more information.
You mentioned that the shooting occurred outside the gates, but there are markers inside the garage. There's an area cordoned off there. Would shell casings have gone that far? Why would that be?
I haven't even walked up to the scene, so I can't comment.
So why is this nigga talking? Why is he talking?
No, that's going to be part of the investigation. Can't comment at this time. Thank you very much.
All right, so we were just listening as authorities provided the very latest information after a security guard was shot outside the rapper Drake's house right there. And this is aerial footage of his home in Toronto. You can see it is a very large residence that is being described as an upscale neighborhood. So this is what we know from authorities. The security guard was outside Drake's home, which you see right there in this aerial footage. When that shooting occurred, the shooter was inside a vehicle. That vehicle drove by this house and shot the security guard. The security guard right now is in the hospital in serious condition. We were hearing reporters asking whether this shooting had anything to do with Drake's feud with rapper Kendrick Lamar. And we heard authorities saying this is very early on in the investigation. And at this point in time, they do not have a motive. But you heard from the authority right there that there will be an increased police presence in this neighborhood. He did stress that there is no difference from other shootings. He also said he cannot confirm if Drake was actually home at this time. Again, this is Drake's home in Toronto. He did say, though, that there is video evidence that captured the shooting. He did not elaborate as to exactly what that video showed. And he also said that they don't have any information about who called 911. So again, we are following some breaking news after a security guard out.
Sex trafficking and all this shit. That's just what this is, man. And this is what this is. Who telling and who ain't. That's what a lot of this is, man. Really hope y'all peeping this. A lot of weird shit coming out. A lot of weird shit coming out, man. It's getting spooky. What's up, man? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I don't know that situation with Drake. It just don't sit right with me. And how in the media right now it's just being pushed all on Kendrick is very weird. It's very weird. Yeah. Yeah, you're not convinced people gonna fuck with you regardless. Like literally, and that's the thing. Like when he went with that angle, it was over with. But you guys, make sure you guys like up and hit that subscribe button, and make sure you guys hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I do drop a video here. And with that being said, KingMarcell out. Peace. Y'all stay right here, chat. I'm finna be right back.
When the pain grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life, and bringing the things in my mind. Talking real peace of mind. That's something money can't buy.